Hi, today I thought I would show you a technique, a very easy technique to use and make some feathers from Tim Holtz's new Feathery Die. So I have a piece of watercolor paper, maybe 98 pounds, and I'm going to do one of my favorite things and just dip the paper in the ink to color it. I'm going to use Kitsch Flamingo. I'm going to use picked raspberry but in the oxide. And I'll use a little bit of abandoned coral. So put some on my mat, spritz with water, and then I'm going to start dipping my cardstock into the different colors, and I'm going to cover the whole sheet of paper. I'm going to dry that, and then I'm going to add another layer. It's a pretty color combination. Okay, I just took a lot of the wet off. It's not completely dry, but now I can add some more color. So just repeat the process again. Spritz with water and add some more color. All right, I think that's good enough. I'll just dry that. And I'm now going to die cut with the feathers. Dry from the back side as well. Okay, that's nice and dry. Let me get my die cut machine. Let's make sure I'm in frame. And I'm going to cut all the dies at once. Put my top plate on and just run it through. Okay, let's move the machine out of the way. This scrap would actually be good to cut some of the stationary dies from Tim out of little tags and things. Let's just poke these out. Usually they poke right out. Let me try it from the bottom. There's one. And I like the variegated look you get. By dipping them in the ink like that. Just two more. Okay, there you go, 6 feathers. So now we want to alter those a little bit. So I've got a few different things here in my little tray. I have a really cool stamp set, so we can stamp on one of the feathers. This is from All and Create. And I'm going to use one of the colors that we already used. I think that I'll use picked raspberry. Okay, I don't even need to put it on a block. I'll just use it like it is. And I think I'll do this one. It's very faint. We'll do that with picked raspberry. And let me get a paper towel. And we'll just stamp right on top, and you get this very cool looking feather, which we're going to enhance again in a little bit. Let me just put this to the side. Let's grab another one. I have a stencil of Tim's, and let's do this in Kitsch Flamingo. We want to do this, make it a little subtle. So just using an ink blending tool and foam to go through that one. So that gives you a very subtle look. Let's do that again to another one. As you can see, I don't clean my stencils. I figured life is too short. Okay, again, a very subtle pattern on that one. Then, let's see. Let us take this one. No, let's take this one. Got some nice color variation on that one. And I'm going to use, let me just test the colors of this ink on a piece of scrap paper and see which one looks better. This one's Rose Madder, and then I have Magenta Hue. I'm going to go with Rose Madder. So I have Sentiment on one of these stamps. Let's see. Let's see if this will fit. Let's find something a little smaller. How about Everyday Life? That'll fit nicely there. So put that on a block. So your little sentiment, I could take some little extra bits and pieces and stamp that down as well if I wanted to, but I think I'm going to use some rub-ons on that in a minute. So let me put that stamp back. So there's the fourth one. Stack the inks up. I have another stamp set that's got really pretty flowers on this. This is from Gwen LaFleur. It's a paper artsy stamp. And I'll take this one. Okay, with this one I want to mask off half the feather because I only want to stamp on one half. I'm going to ink the other half with a darker color, so let me get a piece of masking tape. Oops. Now I want to make sure it's not too sticky that it rips the paper, so I'm going to pat it off on my apron a couple times to get rid of some of that sticky. Okay. Okay. Ink up my stamp. And it has some black ink on it already, so it's going to give me a little color variation. Okay, so I've got a little floral going on there, on that side of the feather. Let me just show you that. And I will take this side and we'll ink up the other half. Oops. So I have that. Let's move that to the side. And then I have some rub-ons from 49 and Market. They always just make the best things. So I'm going to take a part of this. Just going to kind of pop it in there a little bit. And I have that. So now I'm going to go through, let me just move this out the way. I'm going to go through and ink all the edges. And I'm going to do that with black. So this is the one with the rub-ons. I think inking the edges just draws your eye in. So let's do this one next. I think there's so many things you can do with these in embossing powder and texture paste and all kinds of things. I'm really looking forward to experimenting with techniques on these feathers. love this one with the stamping on it. And this one, I think, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this first. Let me get my splat box. Move those to the side, put the splat box in. I have a Hero Arts Shimmer Mist spray. You want to give it a good shake. See how the pigment is sitting there on the bottom? Let's give that a light mist. And let's dry it. I think that looks a bit more interesting. Oops. It dries a lot lighter, as you can see, but it has this beautiful sheen. Dry from the back side. Oops. Okay, and then let's ink the edge of this one as well. And then I'll hold this up so you can actually see the sheen. It's beautiful. There you go. Let me stand up so you can see this one. See the sheen in that? If I twist it in the light, it's absolutely beautiful. So that's one of the feathers. Then we have the one that we stamped, and then I colored the back side. This one has rub-ons. This one has sentiment. Here we have the stamping. That's a really cool stamp. And then here we have the stencil. So really, really quick and easy way to alter the feathers. I did them before in blue, so let me show you those. This is the stamped one. I've got the stenciled one. Stamped and inked with archival. A sentiment. We've got a stencil, and then I have a blue shimmer spray on top of the stencil. So 12 really cool feathers, and I'll take some close-ups photos and put them in the video so you can see them. Thank you guys for watching me with another short video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more videos. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.